around here a lot longer than I have. Most people have, but since I was in like the 6th grade, voice has been videotaped in the county commission meetings. So if you want to know anything that happened in the 80s, you know, in Rutherford County or since then, he has them all on.
Another gentleman who's passed away, Philip Rome, used to do it on VHS.
Really?
How many of you ever heard of the Machinery Act of North Carolina? Figured that. The purpose of this subchapter is to provide the machinery for the listing, appraisal, and assessment of property, and the levy and collection of taxes on property by counties and municipalities. 100 counties in North Carolina. Each one of these counties is supposed to follow this book. There is no penalty phase for violating a law in this book. They will tell you to get a lawyer and sue them. The problem with that is finding a lawyer in Rutherford County to sue the tax administrator may be difficult. We're seeing a process that companies that can leave will leave, and they get away from this book. This property tax is a weapon of mass destruction. It has it. It says that your property record card must be in sufficient detail. Guess what? It's not. I would advise each and every one of you to go get a copy of your property record card. Nobody's going to find an error unless you do it. Except this new neighborhood will be of these very, very, very expensive lots, so it doesn't affect your lot. Well, there's a problem. There's nothing in the Machinery Act, and there's nothing in the Rutherford County Schedule of Values that prevents them from doing practically anything. And let me give you an example. We're going to have a reevaluation coming up in the next couple of years unless the county changes it. Now, in Mecklenburg County, counties are by the Machinery Act, by law, they have to do a reappraisal every 8 years. Rutherford County has decided they're going to do theirs every 4 years. So in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, they were wanting to do the reappraisal as long as the values was going up. Now they see the values are going down, and now they said, well, we don't want to do this. We want to know process. There is no one, there is no group that comes in and inspects to make sure they're following the law. It's up to you. If you see that they are not following the law, then you have to go get your lawyer, fight them in court, and companies understand this. All manufacturing companies will leave. Happiness is seeing the Rutherford County Tax Office in your rearview mirror. A reasonable person would think that since that they have these neighborhoods, that they would use comparable sales in your neighborhood. They don't have to. They can do anything they want. They have the God complex. They have a serious problem. They do not think they have a problem. I've heard Brent Washburn say to me personally, you think taxes are high here, you ought to see what they are in some other states. It doesn't matter what they are in other states, we're talking about right here. Right now, on his appeal in Raleigh, I have a few copies if anybody wants to see one, I'll leave it up here. He appealed in 1950-something. The North Carolina Supreme Court ruled that counties should not tax highway right-of-way. So over a half a century, Rutherford County has been in violation of a North Carolina Supreme Court ruling. I personally think that since our county commissioners have willingly and knowingly been in violation of a North Carolina Supreme Court ruling, this is misfeasance and malfeasance, and they should be removed from office. And I further say that our county attorney and the last county attorney, that being Walter Dalton, willingly and knowingly were violating a North Carolina Supreme Court ruling, and I personally think that these two attorneys should be disbarred.